Good morning. Well, I see this a lot because everybody has a smartphone these days, and normally the cameras are so good, or they use some kind of app and they're trying to look at their swing to help themselves out. But I'm just going to show you a couple of key positions of where the camera should be sitting and the height should be sitting of the camera. Now, not many people discuss the height. Everybody knows down the line and face on, but the height is critical also in helping you look at your swing. At the range, I see a lot of people just sitting on a shelf or sitting on a chair. The angle's all wrong, and I'll show you, especially down the line, why it's critical. So, the height first. So, at address, you want the height of the camera, either the height of the hands, you can either take the top of the butt of the club, or the middle of the hands, or the sternum. You'll see it easier from this view here. Sternum, height of the hands. That's how high you want the camera. Now, from down the line, from face on first. Face on, take your setup. The camera should be right in front, perpendicular to the ball, to the target. So, target's here, perpendicular line. The camera is critical to be right in front of me on the ball. If it's too far forward or too far back, it'll look like I'll have more lag or less lag at impact. Plus, if the height is correct from this view, if it's too low, it'll look like I'll have a lot of external shoulder rotation. If it's too high, it'll look like I'll have enough. That's why it's critical to have the right height. Now, one of the best positions to look at your swing is always down the line, but this is where it's really important to have the camera on the right line where you're aiming. So, there's two options. Obviously same height, hand or sternum, but take a line along your toes, or put a line exactly where you're aiming on your toes. Your camera should be right on line at that point. The other option is take the camera right through the middle of the hands, would be through the target. Because why this is so important, if I take the club back to P2, we all know this should be same angle as the spine. So that would be a desirable position, shaft parallel to the ground. But if the camera's wrong, it's going to look like the club's not correct. So say we film it where we look like this, and you don't really realise it, and you go, right, I've got to get that club more here. Well, if I was filming it, the club would look like this. Then you start getting in trouble. So that's why it's so critical. So, in summary, height of the camera is critical. Height of the hands, height of the sternum at address, and then from face on view, perpendicular ball to target. Down the line, either have it on your toe line or on your hand line to the target. And just as long as you do, whatever you do, just make sure you do that every time moving forward. Hopefully that helps you swing. Thank you. Stay home. Let's save some lives.